Business relationships by spending money. Good rising, family. Good rising. Black Feniks checking in. I'm the owner of HogOn Welding and the founder of HogOn University. Today, I want to talk to you a little about that because I think that doing this move that we got going on in society right now, a lot of those who are trying to pick themselves up and trying to network, they don't fully understand how to network. Um, Sometimes they end up spending their money in the wrong places and they end up getting burnt. And then when it comes to spending their money in the right places, they be a little bit more hesitant. I think we have to build relationships by spending money with other businesses. And the best way to build a relationship is to spend some money with a business that you actually can grow off of. Like it's like a pity back. So, like for instance, like I spend some money with the mechanic. I help his business. The mechanic then needs a service later, a bracket fabricated, welded, something made. He called me for my services. Now we networking. You see, so it's all about learning how to spend your money to make money. Spend your money on services, on classes, on courses, on things that actually help you make money. And when you build in business, when you create business relationships, you have to spend your money with the people that you're going to be networking with in the area. Like it's always good to have a good network if you're in a Pacific area, a small town. If you're in a city and you're trying to network certain cities, you want to have certain people in certain locations. But I think it's very valuable to spend our money, fam. Like to spend our money with other businesses. Like when you're networking, when you're buying different services from other local companies, it can actually help build your brand. So if you're trying to get your name across and what you're doing across, one of the best ways is to spend money in the local community and let people know you're not afraid, to spend your money. I had a service that I had to pay for a few days ago. I was in Dumas, Arkansas, and my truck broke down, and I had to get a full rear end found. For those who know what that is, they know that's not, no cheap thing. So I got a full rear end, and I had them install it. And the guy gave me a price for the rear end. And once he gave me the number, I said, okay. I gave him what he asked for, and I asked the guy what he'll charge me to put it in. And I was like, okay. And I paid them. I didn't debate their prices because I felt that they was giving me a fair price for what they had to do. And me knowing if I would have took it to someone else, especially the man, so to speak, it would have went way higher. So I'm like, well, if you can do it, I'll pay you for the services. So I ended up paying the gentleman in Dumas for the services, and then it actually helped me build a relationship. So while I did that, he was talking about what I do and was like, "Hey man, I need to take some new classes. Well, we can network on this. If I get this going, I can holler at you on this. You know what I mean?" So building a relationship is letting the person know that you ain't afraid to make money because the first thing to make money, you got to spend some. I mean, even when I was in the streets, fam, I couldn't make no money selling drugs if I didn't go spend no money and go buy an ounce. You know what I'm saying? That's what it was. You know what I mean? It's like we don't understand the concept. Even in the streets, fam, you have to, for those who are hustlers now, you got those who would take, those who just take only. They're just going to take something or wait for someone to give them something. But, hustlers, go getters, man, we realize that there is a supply and demand. We realize we're trying to spend an X amount of dollars to make X amount of dollars. If I spend 200, I want to see if I can make 8 to 1,000. That's a good profit to me if I can, flip it like that. So it's all about how we think and how we want to network and how we network with others in that circle. Because if we start thinking small and thinking petty, you ain't gonna get nowhere counting someone else's money. So I was always told, stay in your lane and get people in your business that masters what they do, that know what their lane is. I know what my lane is, so I'm gonna stay in my lane. I know I'm a running back, fam. So there's no need for me to go to this other business that I know is a wide receiver and try to play their position. I know my position. I'm just gonna play mine, and I know I can be a master at mine. And when they need me to run it, I can run it for them. You know what I'm saying? Vice versa. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's how we got to think when we're building a team, man. Everybody got their asset. Don't be intimidated that someone does something better or in a better position or maybe look better. You might need everybody. You might need everybody on the team. You know, you might need someone attracted to do certain things to make certain moves. You might need someone that loves to stay dirty and get their hands, you know, dirty on certain moves to keep the machinery going. Then you might need someone, you know, to teach. Then you might need someone to advertise. You know, everybody got a part. So we just can't be small minded and don't want to spend our money, fam, to network and to create businesses. So I just want to say, if you're really trying to create a business and you're in a certain area, network with those who got a business. Network with those who got something going. That way they can get your name out there and say, man, he networked with me, you know. So if I need something, I'm gonna call so and so, you know. So I think, you know, especially in rural areas, family, um, I think it's real wise that we do that because there's a lot of services that's not around, and then there's some services that people have to go way out of their way to actually partake of. You know what I mean? To say if they need certain services done, they got to drive 45 minutes. You know what I'm saying? They got to drive an hour. You know, 35 minutes or whatnot. So just think about where you at, fam. It don't matter if you're in a big city or a small one, but the best way, and I'm only saying this because some of the best relationships I got now, you know, that I still maintain is because I spent my money with them, fam. You know, some people that I network in Phoenix, I spent my money with them. In Georgia, I spent my money with them. Oklahoma, I spent my money with them. St. Louis, Kansas City, I spent my money with them. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, everywhere I went that I actually did something to make a move. In Colorado, I spent my money with them. So everywhere I did and I really did something, I had to spend my money. You know what I mean? But it was okay though. Sometimes, you know, sometimes I lost, but at the end of the day, I still won because of the lesson was more valuable than the money. See, we get so caught up thinking that the money is what we really, really want, but it's the power, it's the status, it's the freedom that the money gives. Because actually, you know, your asset is going to be in what you provide, your skill, your service or your product. You know, that's your asset. You know, it's going to always be able to get you what you want. Because even back in the day when they didn't have money, hey man, I give you a couple cows and goats and this for that old so and so. They still traded. They gonna make something happen. Can you do this here for me? You do this here, I give you this here. That's how it works, man. You know, and it might get to a time, it seems like we might be going into a Great Depression. So, you know, we got to learn how to utilize our skills. We got to learn how to barter, you know, especially within our community to help build a community. So today I should be having a class soon. I got a gentleman coming down, going to be doing some stick welding. So we're going to be working in the flat position, and hopefully we'll creep over to the um, vertical up position with the 70 with the 6011. Our goal is to do flat, vertical up, and overhead with the 6011, and then do the same thing with the 7018, and then start doing butt joints so he can do a uh, full penetration, full pin well uphill. We want to be able to, you know, we're going to give them a test plate. The goal is to be able to do multi passes, do a root pass, multi pass, and tie in. Because having that 3G cert can really open up some doors for you if you're doing it in structural, or if you're doing it D1.5 and you're doing it in bridges, you know, code. So it depends on what you're doing. But I want to say this, fam: getting your stick welding certs, getting your MIG welding certs. You know, TIG welding is good. I don't like TIG and I like TIGging, but where the money at for those who are trying to get some money, trying to start some businesses, um, MIG welding slash flux core slash stick welding is where it's at. And a lot of the stick welding comes in the field when it comes to repairs and maintenance and just certain things that requires movement and certain things that requires it to have some alloys in it so it can be able to move and under stress. You know what I mean? So just keep all those things, you know, open when you're networking, man. Just be willing to spend your money, fam. If you don't know something, be willing to spend some money on some consultations. For those who are looking to start their businesses, their independent businesses, I do have a consultation. The one that I have that actually can help you get started uh, for the for your EIN and your business and your welding direction, you know, and shipping container conversion. I actually had two. So I have one that's $150, and that's a consultation on getting your business started, your welding business, showing you how to make money, products, talk, you know, kind of answer those questions you might need. And then I have one that's $500, and then that one you get a print, and you get a print that actually shows you how to build your own conversion from start to finish. And then also I have a video, a private video that shows you like what's going on. That shows you how to um, how I built mine from start to finish, like different things that I did, certain procedures. So I want to share that information because some people want to jump into business and build a container conversion. If that's so, I have a print and a consultation for that. That's $500, and the one that's $150, it comes with a consultation. It comes with uh, the information you need to get your EIN, how to get it started, how to get your LLC started, how to think product over talent, how to take advantage of the area you in. You know what I mean? Like I learned how to really network certain areas. A lot of times we can have what I call pot of goals, you know, in our backyard, and we don't know. I done been to many cities where they'll say, man, I didn't know you can do that, man. You came here, you eating. There's a lot you can do, man, when you think outside the box. So that's my goal with my consultations, to help those think outside the box and really get some businesses. For those who want to build some prints, who want to build some welding skids. I'm sorry, I have prints for sale, and those on my website. That's HogOn2017. That's HogOn2017, and you can get the vertical or the horizontal edition, or you can actually email me at HogOnWelding@gmail, and you can also pay for your prints through Cash App or Venmo or whatever you choose to do. So I actually try to have some ways that can help a person build their independent business and help a person work on their skills. So if you're a welder and you're trying to critique your skills, you can get one of the prints and you can build your own welding skid to start, getting your business going, because I think it's very beneficial to have a welding skid, because you can use your personal truck and turn into a work truck, back into a personal truck. And you can also stay mobile. You can stay safe and organized on the job site. So even when you're advertising, I had people just see my truck and be like, "Hey, man, let me get your number, man. I really like what you do." They can just look at the rig and be like, "Man, I like the way it's set up. I can tell he actually know what he's doing." So for those who want to do that, check out the website. They only $100 for those who want to invest in the welding skid. I'm working on having the staircase on there. The staircase is going to be $100 for those who actually want to build a product, a staircase that they can sell. Those was actually built for the RVs and trailers and things like that. You can customize them out of steel and with wood treads. So I got those that I'm working on. Once I get those, they will be on there, but right now they're not. And then we have the welding classes. Right now I'm in Southeast Arkansas, but I'm traveling from here to Georgia, and it depends on what you're trying to learn. I've been catering some courses to help both areas, and it seems like the 30-hour course for $750, the $1,000 course for 40 hours, and the course that I have for $1,850. Because at first I had for one for 15, but then I had to add more to it because people want to learn more of the fabrication and blueprint reading. So I try to cater some courses to that. So now I have a $750, $1,000 course, and an $1,850 course to actually help a person get combo, and that's somebody want to learn combo welding from MIG and stick, or flux core and stick, and then also fabrication and blueprint reading. So I try to help a person get things that I know you couldn't go to a school and get, because if you try to go to a college, they're gonna prolong everything and make you, you know, um, make you go through these different classes and learn stuff that you don't need. One good thing about getting some independent courses, you can get exactly what you want. You can say, "Hey, man, I want to learn this. I want to learn that. I want to learn this." And you can just learn that and pay for what you want and move on. It seems like at school, even though you got to pay for money and you go in debt, you can't pay for what you want. You pay for it, but they ain't giving you. You got to go through all these changes. So if you really want to make something happen, family, it's always good to spend your money. It's always good to invest in yourself. So wherever you at, if you're trying to get some courses, check out your local area. It might be someone got some independent welding classes, some courses, some on-the-job training. Right now, they are offering a lot of on-the-job training. They're also offering some things in companies where they can get you certified, but you got to work for the company for a little while. If you're in a certain area, that's not bad if you're trying to get on your feet. So do what we got to do, fam. It's 2022. It's rough. We see what's going on right now. Seems like it's going to get worse before it gets better. Inflation has rose to an all high. It's crazy because I'm at my mom's house right now. When I started this renovation, I had did some pricing, and I thought, oh man, I'm gonna be in a good range, And fam, I'm gonna be honest with you. You know, everything kind of went left field as far as the prices and how much I had to spend, and I kind of had to spend basically all my savings. Basically, just not all, but basically all that I had saved up to actually get it to this point. And there's still some things that I still got to work out and get some kinks going. But it made me humble and realize some things because inflation went up so high. Building the garage, I had it priced out when I got the wood for the garage. I spent $16 and something for a 4x8, 3/4 plywood, the good stuff. And then it went up to like $81 for the same stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, how can you win? You know what I mean? So to be realistic, fam, I was doing some numbers when I did my taxes this year. I almost hit 30 grand cash on my mom's house. I think it was like 28 and some change that I got invested in it right now. Cash, my money. You know what I'm saying? And I was thinking, at one time, man, I could have bought another truck. I could have went travel. I could have did this, but I decided to come home and save my mom's household. But it's all good because I know that, she made a big sacrifice for me to have this. So, for me to get it up, if it was just a money amount, if I'm gonna be here forever or not, I had to go and come back and make that sacrifice. So, I'm okay with it. And the cool thing is about it is because, I didn't ask for handouts. I didn't go get no loans. I just used what I learned, family, my welding trade, my skills, and I networked and I saved and I put it into the house because I knowing that if I get an opportunity to get my son more, now I got an address in Arkansas, you know what I mean? Or my daughter, I could be able to get them, my grandbabies, they come down. So, it's a better situation now. So I figured, having one here, having a headquarters in Arkansas, and then plus my mom, she died here, you know what I mean? So to me, this her tomb. And I couldn't see nobody disrespecting her tomb. Some people ask me, man, you gonna rent it out? You gonna do this and that? Nah, I'm not doing none of that, fam, because, I can't see me putting all my money in it, my blood and my sweat, and then someone disrespecting it because some people will treat things the way they treat things, not the way you treat things. And I don't want nobody to treat things the way they treat them when I'm watching the way you do what you do. So if you don't take care of your stuff, I know you ain't gonna take care of my stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's evident. Let me check in, man. Make sure I get everybody. I appreciate everybody checking in. That's good. That's good, man. I'm glad I got you expired. Like I say, keep networking. Keep all your options open, fam. There's so much going on right now. There's so many jobs out there that's really looking for something. Salute, salute. There's so many jobs that's out here looking for independent welders. So many jobs that out here looking for people. So I would say, man, just keep your options open. But like I say, working on this house, it has been, it's been real. But you know what? I'm cool to make the sacrifice, fam. And you know what? To be honest with you, if something would have happened to me today, and this was my last day on earth, I'm happy that I invested my time in this house. I'm happy that I did what I did because I wanted to lead by example that when a lot of people don't honor their parents like they need to, especially the ones that was there for them. I know people that parents been dead and they still ain't put a tombstone on them. They say, I love them so much, they wouldn't even go spend $200. They'll run around in a nice car. I said, man, your mama ain't even got a headstone. You know what I'm saying? But that's what they do. You know what I mean? But they did so much. Man, if it wasn't for my mama, well, man, if it wasn't for your mama, why you ain't honoring her then? So I come back south. I could have did a lot with, with the money that I spent in here, but it is what it is, fam. And like I say, I'm not even done yet because I want to do a new roof, and then there's a couple more things, And so once I do the new roof and I do the little landscape and then finish a couple more things, that's when I'm gonna say, I'm done. But right now, it is what it is. But I feel like I'm glad that I did network because I networked with a couple businesses. That's how I got a lot of the stuff. A lot of the stuff I got wholesale, so a lot of stuff I didn't spend the price that somebody would have spent, but other stuff cost me more. When I ran into problems like plumbing and the electrical issues wasn't an issue. I just had to get a lot of new stuff. Just a few things that really set me back. So but it taught me something, man. That if there's no struggle, there's no progress, family. So it takes money to make money, and like I say, I wouldn't give it up for nothing in the world. I mean, everything that I did, it is what it is. It's water under the bridge, but I'm glad I invested that money, and I'm still investing more. Forgive me, man. I got this. I'm in the South, fam, so I got flies and mosquitoes and everything flying around me right now. It seems like they know I'm out here. I got some fresh. They said, man, there's fresh meat on the block. They trying to get me. Man, these mosquitoes real, man. But needless to say, fam, like I say, um, to build good businesses, good business relationships, you're gonna spend your money. So, the people that I had help on this, I spent money. Everything I have done up to this point and the good relationships I do have, I spent my money. You know what I'm saying? So don't think that you're not going to spend any money to get that relationship or get over the hump. But anything can happen, fam. Anything can happen. Just keep your options open. So I want to show y'all this before I leave. I was just talking about the welding skid, and I actually got mine sitting up here, so you can kind of see it. And like I say, this one right here, I was created this welding skid to do shipping container conversions because I have the generator welder, the cutting torch, everything I need. I can snap everything in, the reels for the grinder, and then the welder that I use always goes into the unit. So that's why I didn't have reels on this one because I haven't been doing a lot of field straight welding with stick. I've been doing a lot of conversions. So even though I'm still using stick welding, I'm just doing a different process. So with what I'm doing with most of the fabrication. But when I start back doing some iron working or doing some installing straight in the field, handrails, stuff like that, I have my reels in the back. And that way I can just drive right beside the project, keep going, and make it happen. But like I say, we got to start from somewhere, fam. We got to start from somewhere. We got to get our hog on. And the only way to do it is to invest our money. Invest our money in other businesses. Invest our money in our own business. You know what I mean? Invest our money in our own brand. It's take money. Like, fans, even people ask me, man, how can I get some shirts and this? Man, it takes money. You're going to spend anywhere from $50 to $150 on a good logo. And then you're going to have to get it uploaded somewhere where you can be able to get in some type of affiliated program or get your logo on there so you can start selling it, or you can start buying some shirts and start promoting them. So it depends on what you want to do, fam. But you got to make up your mind and just don't want things that others do. Be willing to put in the work. Stuff don't happen overnight. Everything takes time. But once you see, some people see you at a certain position, they think you got there overnight. They think we just woke up one day and we was hogging. Nah. We didn't just wake up hogging. You know what I mean? We had to do something to start hogging. I don't know nobody just woke up and just came fresh out the womb, was walking. Nah, it took a process, man. So, just remember it's going to take money to make money. Invest in your local businesses. Invest in your career. Invest in your education, what you want. Allow your money to make you money, fam. Allow your money to make you money. And remember this, products over talent. Hold on, man. Y'all be blessed.